Hello, I am Becky DeWitt, the author of the Destiny's Closet series, the children's book where children learn to develop their own personal relationship with Jesus. We're now reading in the third book in the series, The Wonder School. The chapter for today is A Fresh Start. Pastor Grandmommy stood out front as the parents began to come into the school. Everything was ready and in place. This was the big day, a new beginning for her and the many children that would come to the Wonder School. As they began to come in, she welcomed them with open arms. She saw many familiar faces and some new ones too. She wondered how many knew that this was the idea that came out of a simple prayer of the children. "Good morning, Pastor Grandmommy," said Joshua. "Good morning, Joshua," said Pastor Grandmommy. "Where is Daniel?" "Oh, he is right behind me," said Joshua. "Here I am, Pastor Grandmommy," said Daniel. "How do we look in our uniforms?" "Boys, you look very handsome this morning," said Pastor Grandmommy. "Thank you, Pastor Grandmommy," said Daniel. "We're going to look like this every day." "If he can stay clean," said Joshua. "You know that he likes to paint everything." "All right," said Pastor Grandmommy. "Go down the hall and see what the girls are up to." As Pastor Grandmommy turned around, she noticed two new girls coming in with their mothers. Before she could say anything, they ran up to her to give her a big hug. "Good morning, Pastor Grandmommy," said Ruth and Esther. "Well, good morning to you too," said Pastor Grandmommy. "Thank you for the great hug, but tell me, how do you know my name?" "Mari was our friend at the other school, and she called us to tell us that we should come here," said Esther. "She told us all about you and Jesus and everything," said Ruth. Just then, their mothers walked up to introduce themselves. "Good morning, Pastor Grandmommy," said Ruth's mom. "I have heard so much about you and the girls." "Yes, we have," said Esther's mom. "Is it all right that we call you Pastor Grandmommy, like the children?" "It's okay," said Pastor Grandmommy. "That is what all the children call me." "Well," said Ruth's mom, "from what I heard, there is only one Pastor Grandmommy." They all laughed together. Pastor Grandmommy was full of joy. Just then, she noticed the girls coming down the hall. "They are here," said Mari. "I told you they would come." They all began to run down the hall. Pastor Grandmommy gave them the look, and they slowed down and stopped before she could say anything. "Ruth and Esther, I would like for you to meet my friends, Destiny and Becca. They are the ones who introduced me to Jesus," said Mari. "Hello, Ruth. Hello, Esther," said Destiny. "You were right," said Becca. "Their names came straight out of the Bible." "All right, girls," said Pastor Grandmommy. "Show them to the chapel where everyone is gathering for our morning prayer." Ruth's mom and Esther's mom looked at each other. They knew that they had placed their girls in the right place. "Pastor Grandmommy," said Esther's mom, "thank you for opening this school and teaching the children how to pray." "Actually, it was not my idea," said Pastor Grandmommy. "It all started with Destiny, Becca, and Mari. They prayed and asked Jesus for a school where they could pray and talk to him whenever they wanted to." "Jesus truly answered their prayers," said Ruth's mom. "Everything is perfectly prepared." Pastor Grandmommy, I made it," said Miles. "Yes, you did," said Pastor Grandmommy. She reached down to pick up Miles and gave him a great big hug. "I am so glad you made it," said Pastor Grandmommy. Me too, said Miles. Now I can tell all the stories that I learned about Jesus and read and learn some more. Yes, you can, said Pastor Grandmommy. Now go down to the chapel and you will see Destiny and Becca. Pastor Grandmommy thanked the parents that came out for the first day. She said that the chapel would be starting as it would be the first day of their every day at the Wonder School. She welcomed any parent that wanted to attend. It was the first part of the day. Some went to work and some followed her down the hall to prayer. This would be a new experience for them to see their children excited about prayer. This is Becky DeWitt, the author of the Destiny's Closet series. Stay tuned. There is more to come.